After a long battle with illness, Diep returns home to recuperate, finally resting beside the man she truly loves. But the peace is short-lived. Tung, the quiet, devoted man in her life, breaks his silence and makes his intentions clear. He will no longer stand by. I gave you a chance once, but this time I will not back down, he declares, provoking an open conflict with James from the very beginning. Meanwhile, James is on a winning streak. He's just exposed John, a corrupt employee of his company, and secured a harsh sentence for him. It seems the worst of his ordeal is over. But a shadow from Diep's past suddenly reappears, and it affects him more deeply than he could have anticipated. James's mother reacts with fierce disapproval. Tung isn't just manipulating emotions. Behind the scenes, he's orchestrating John's prison break, and forging an uneasy alliance with a former enemy, all to bring James down. What's unfolding is no longer an internal conflict, but a fight for honor and survival. Diep's path took a different turn when she was 16. James's mother, unsure of the woman her son was planning to marry, quietly commissioned a background check. What she discovered was shocking. Diep had been married underage to an abusive, alcoholic husband, endured 4 years of heartbreak, and was eventually abandoned when he brought home a pregnant mistress. Worse still, she was accused of stealing and pawning her ex-husband's land deeds. Stunned by these revelations, James's mother spiraled into doubt and confusion. Could the gentle, respectable Diep she had admired actually be living a scandalous double life? James, her only son, the heir to a fortune, deserved better. The weight of this potential mistake was crushing. Instead of confronting her directly, she extended an invitation. A private dinner with James and Diep. James, surprised but respectful, informed Diep. She accepted with composure, bringing a small, heartfelt gift of vegetables from her garden, and even some cash for the hospital bills, with immense gratitude. At first, the atmosphere was reserved. Polite conversation, gentle questions about Diep's health, and reminders to rest. Then, unexpectedly, Diep presented an envelope of money, her humble way of acknowledging the burden she felt she was carrying. James's mother was touched not only by the gesture, but also by the appreciation it brought. The evidence the investigators gathered was suddenly in contrast to the woman before them, gentle, calm, sincere. As night fell, Diep volunteered to help in the kitchen despite being a guest. Watching her move carefully and cleanly, as she cut, seasoned, cleaned and prepared, the tension melted away. The kitchen became warmer, the atmosphere more alive. James arrived and caught sight of this family scene, 2 women in harmony. He paused, amazed by the beauty of this quiet harmony. After dinner, James gently brought up the intimate matter. He wanted the wedding to be held sooner, so that Diep could live with him and be better cared for. His mother's expression softened. She appreciated the seriousness of the matter, but still insisted on speaking to Diep privately. James nodded, understanding the seriousness. Alone, James's mother asked Diep to confess the truth. In a soft voice, Diep revealed the painful details: sold into an abusive family at 16, treated like an animal, and finally thrown out when her ex-husband adopted a pregnant mistress. More importantly, she denied ever receiving land papers. The police cleared her, pointing to the real culprit, the mistress. Her husband's impotence was the reason she was childless, not her fault. Unable to contain herself any longer, James's mother stepped forward and took Diep in her arms, tender, warm, filled with sadness and compassion. "My poor girl, from now on no one will hurt you again. I promise to love you as my own," she whispered. Diep, overwhelmed, melted into her arms, tears streaming. For the first time, she felt like she belonged, home at last. James's mother stepped forward to speak to her son. Calm and resolute, she said that she now understood why her son loved Diep, and why he fought so hard. "I give you my blessing," she said, "but promise me, you will treat her well and never let her suffer again." James nodded, his eyes shining with emotion. That night, James held Diep's hand. "I won't let you suffer any longer." "We'll plan our wedding soon, so I can take care of you every day," he confessed. Diep, choked with emotion, finally felt the full love and warmth of his family, for the first time in his life. Elsewhere, Tung's plot continues. John has been freed and is now part of a secret alliance with Tung, all aimed at weakening James and winning back Diep at all costs. What dark developments lie ahead? Will the wedding go ahead? The final words echo. Stay tuned for the next episode.